Rangers are in need of a shake-up this transfer window. Far too much dead wood plagues the squad, resulting in a majorly underwhelming season. With only a handful of names who potentially deserve to stay at the club, it's going to be a busy few months, old players coming in and out. In today's video, we have some huge Rangers transfer news as Rangers look close to making an agreement with a striker as a deal looks imminent. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Davide Ancelotti will join Father Carlo in charge of Brazil for their matches with Ecuador and Paraguay next month. But the Italian has not ruled out a move to Ibrox as he considers his options amid interest from Rangers this summer. RFC News revealed this week that Ancelotti Jr was one of the names on the list of targets for the Ibrox hierarchy as they look for a permanent replacement for Philippe Clermont in the dugout. Interim boss Barry Ferguson will take charge of his final match in charge on Saturday when Rangers round off their Premiership campaign away to Hibernian. Reports in Brazil on Friday claimed that Davide had opted against making a move into management ahead of the new campaign, despite receiving several notes of interest. It was suggested that he would remain with Carlo until after the 2026 World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and had opted against going it alone at present. RFC News understands that is not the case, however, and that Ancelotti Jr remains committed to forging a career for himself and stepping away from his father for the first time. The 35-year-old has worked with the legendary boss at Everton, Napoli, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid. The final La Liga fixtures of the season will bring an end to Ancelotti's glittering career at the Bernabeu and see him move into international management. And that could still pave the way for his son to arrive in Glasgow and be tasked with delivering the Premiership title next term. It is understood that Davide's preference for the new campaign is to start his managerial career in his own right. RFC News revealed that a decision was set to be made over his likely destination within a fortnight as he seeks the right project to invest himself in for the coming years. If the right offer does not land on the table this summer, then Davide could yet opt to join Carlo in charge of the five-time world champions. But Rangers remain firmly in the hunt to land Ancelotti this summer should all parties agree on a move that would see the highly regarded coach lead the club in a new era as the Ibrox takeover deal edges closer. American healthcare tycoon Andrew Kavanagh was in attendance alongside Greta Steinsson, the 49ers technical director, at Ibrox on Wednesday night as Ferguson's side beat Dundee United in their final home match of the term. A trip to Easter Road will now bring the curtain down on another unsuccessful season for Rangers. My biggest takeaway is that I've got a few more wrinkles, I've got a few more grey hairs, Ferguson said when asked about his stint as interim manager. That's for sure, but listen, I've loved every minute of it. I knew it wasn't going to be perfect when I came in, but I was willing to take that challenge on, and it has been challenging, believe me. It's been challenging, but as I said, every day I walk into a training centre, every day I walk through the front door. It's a privilege to be here and work here, and it's not over yet. It's only one game, and you never know what's around the corner. Now in some massive Rangers transfer news, a deal for a striker is imminent as Rangers star Cyril Dessers is reportedly attracting interest from a major club in Greek football. AEK Athens are seemingly keeping a watchful eye on the Nigerian international ahead of this summer's transfer window. Dessers, 30, made it 17 goals for the season in the Scottish Premiership on Wednesday night after bagging a double in the 3-1 victory over Dundee United. That propelled him to the top of the league's goalscorer charts. Renowned Greek journalist Yanis Haaland reports that AEK wants the Rangers frontman, who has 2 years remaining on his deal. He wrote on X, AEK Athens are highly interested in Rangers striker Cyril Dessers. He is the same journalist who broke the news nearly 2 years ago that Luis Palma would join Celtic. Despite the criticism he gets, there is no doubt Dessers is one of our better players, but is he good enough to stay at the club? Let me know your thoughts down below. In other news, Shaun Derry says he currently has no plans to return to management. The 53-year-old is out of work following his departure from Everton earlier this season. Dyche has been linked with a permanent Rangers job, but isn't in a rush to take up a new role. The timing is wrong at the moment to try and get back in, just because it's the end of the season. Not my timing, just that clubs will be trying to fathom out what they're doing, he told the Stick to Football podcast. I got offered a couple of things straight away but said no. But you never say never. I see other managers say it has to be the right club, and I think all the best with that. How are you going to find a job with the right owners, the right fans, everything? I would imagine people think I'm a firefighter now, and I just get a big hose out because that's your job. I'm fine with that. I knew why I was brought into Everton. Business and CEOs around the world bring people in to do different jobs and take them forward. At Everton, it was my job to manage a semi-crisis type of situation. My job was to keep them in the Premier League and bring money in. If you want that, I can't guarantee it, but I'll probably have a right good go at it. I'm not scared of that if someone needs that. I'm the cleanup guy, then they can get one of the fashionistas after that. Dyche worked with Rangers' current sporting director, Kevin Thelwell, at Everton, sparking natural question marks over a potential switch to Ibrox. The Englishman lifted the lid on how he and Thelwell navigated things at Goodison Park. I spoke to Kev Thelwell and told him, I've been here a long time now, it's changing. I can smell it, he said. My contract was up in the summer, so you don't know how that's going to go. When I got there, it was in really poor shape, the whole business. We navigated it, myself, Kev, the players, everyone played their part. But you just feel it dwindling. I thought, I'm not going to leave when it keeps going down like that. I wanted to leave it where someone had a chance. Finally, Yanis Haaland will miss his country's crucial World Cup qualifiers next month, Romanian FA Technical Director Mihai Stoichita has revealed. The Rangers star looks certain to have kicked his last ball for the Ibrox club after he suffered a season-ending injury in their last Old Firm game of the season against Celtic earlier this month. He is out of contract and seems set to leave Glasgow for a new adventure in the summer. Romania have two huge World Cup qualifiers against Austria and Cyprus and are already up against it after losing their opening game at home to Bosnia. And Stoichita has confirmed they already know Hagi won't be involved in either game. He said Yanis Hagi will be on the sidelines for a number of weeks. He won't be fit for the match against Austria. I'm not a doctor, but he'll be out for a month at least. At least that's what I have been told from the Federation. Hagi is 3 caps short of reaching his half-century of caps for his country, having made his debut for Romania 7 years ago. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.